Psalms 136. This is a great psalm. I love Psalms 136. Psalms 136 reads like a history lesson put in a song. So that's why I like it. you know how I feel about history. But there's one major reoccurring theme in Psalms 136 that is so true, so wonderful, that we forget it sometimes. And we would do well to remember it. Psalms 136, we're probably going to go through the whole chapter, so bear with me. Psalms 136, starting in verse 1, says this: "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord." Why? For He is good. How? For His mercy endureth forever. We're going to see that for the next 24 verses. His mercy endureth forever. David here wants to remind his people, and the people that sing this need to be reminded that His mercy endures forever. There is no end to it. It doesn't, we don't get, okay, you got this much mercy and once you run out, you're out of luck. No, His mercy endures forever. So because of that, verse 2, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord." Give thanks unto the God of gods. Saying He is the God. He is above all. He is above everything. He holds it all in His hand. He is in charge. He is God. And for His mercy endureth forever. David gives another example. Verse 3, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord of Lords." Why? For His mercy endureth forever. "To Him who alone doeth great wonders." What does he mean by that? The things that we see, the miracles that we call them, the good things in life, it all comes from God. Nothing else. No one else can take credit. You say, but that person gave me that, or that person did. Why did they do it? Because God told them to, or God used them to do it. And it comes from God. The good things that we have, whether we think they came from God or not, did. They come from God. All good things come from God above. Why? Because His mercy endures forever. He loves us. He wants us to have these things. He wants to take care of us. He loves us, and His mercy endureth forever. Verse 5, "To Him that by wisdom made the heavens." All things were created by Him, for Him. He is the Creator. It didn't just happen. It doesn't some big cosmic accident that happened. No, that's not what it is. God is the Creator. He alone is the Creator. He created you. He created me. And His mercy endureth forever. Are you catching that theme yet? Verse 6, "To Him that stretched out the earth above the waters." Not only did He make all of space out there, and the billions upon trillions upon whatever their number is of stars out there, He made them. And He made this planet. He made you and I. He did these things. And His mercy endures forever. Verse 8, "The sun to rule by day." He set the sun up there for us. We need that sun out there. Yes, you spend too much time in it, it'll make you sick. It'll burn you. Eventually you'll get skin cancer from it. But God put that there because it's useful to us. Without sun, plants don't grow. Without plants growing, we don't eat. Some of us don't eat plants. That's a entirely different story. But if there's no plants, the animals don't eat the grass, and then us carnivores don't get to eat. We need that sun out there. the moon and stars to rule by night. Verse 9. Not only did he make the sun, but the things that we see at night, he makes those to still give us light to be able to see, to be able to do things at night. And his mercy endureth forever. Verse 10. Now we get to the history part. To him that smote Egypt in their firstborn, talking about when Moses was getting ready to leave the children of Israel out of Egypt and the plague that happens there. He says, even though that God chose to use that plague to kill the firstborn of all the house of Israel, his mercy endureth forever. Because they had an opportunity. The Egyptians could have made the Passover feast just like the Israelites were doing. But they didn't choose to, most of them. God, even though God is going to pass judgment, he makes a way of escape. He gives us the opportunity for mercy. And that mercy endureth forever. And brought out Israel from among them, meaning Egypt. He brought the Israelites out of there. An example of how his mercy endureth forever. Verse 12, with the strong hand and with the stretched out arm, for his mercy endureth forever. What's he talking about? He's talking about the crossing of the Red Sea, which we'll get into in verse 13. To him which divideth the Red Sea into parts. Why did he do that? Because his mercy endureth forever. Verse 14, and made Israel to pass through the midst of it, for his mercy endureth forever. Could you imagine being there in that children of Israel? You're running from Pharaoh because you know his army's coming after you. You get to the Red Sea, you just got to be scared to death. Because you can't go forward because you're going to drown because there's no way you're swimming across that Red Sea. The army's coming behind you. And all of a sudden you're looking and you're wondering, and Moses did whatever he did, and boom. Big old walkway down the middle of the Red Sea. Dry ground. They're kicking up dust as they're walking across it. Could you imagine seeing that and being there? Man, what an example of how his mercy shows up for us. Verse 15 keeps on with his Red Sea analogy. But overthrew Pharaoh and the host in the Red Sea. The Pharaoh and his army thought, hey, we're going to be good. We're going to chase them across. They get out there. The children of Israel get over on the other side. Boom, the Red Sea closes up around them. All of them are dead. God's protecting his people because his mercy endureth forever. Verse 16, once they get to the other side, to him which led his people through the wilderness, for his mercy endureth forever. Yeah, they had to wander. Sure, but God was with them every step of the way. You ever feel like you're just kind of wandering through life? Been there. But there was never a step that wasn't directed, whether I seen it or not, that wasn't directed by God. Why? Because his mercy endureth forever. Verse 17. Once they were made it indicated, to him which smote great kings, for his mercy endureth forever. Verse 18. And slew famous kings, for his mercy endureth forever. Verse 19 gives a specific example. Sinan, or Shinhan, something like that, king of the Amorites, for his mercy endureth forever. Verse 20, another example. And Og, the king of Bashan, for his mercy endureth forever. Verse 21, and gave their land for a heritage. Meaning, the land that they took, it was given to the children of Israel. Why? Because his mercy endures forever. He loves them. Verse 23, who remembered us in our low estate, for his mercy endureth forever. You ever been in that low estate? Where you were just, life seems to just be crashing around all around you. You just feel miserable. You're depressed. You're upset. Nothing's going right. God's mercy still endures forever. What happens? Verse 24, and hath redeemed us from our enemies, for his mercy endureth forever. 25, who giveth food to all flesh, for his mercy endureth forever. So I was talking about this morning, God supplies our needs for us. Why? Because his mercy endures forever. He doesn't run out. So because of that, give thanks unto the God of heaven, for his mercy endureth forever. Did you catch the theme there? I hope so. His mercy endures forever. It doesn't run out. There's not a limited supply. You know, if you aggravate me or do something to me, I might forgive you a couple of times. But eventually, my forgiveness is going to run out. My mercy has limits. God's doesn't. Aren't you thankful for that? I'm sure most of us here, including myself, would have used up my share long ago. But his mercy endures forever. We need to be reminded of that sometimes. Especially when we get down, we get upset. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We get down, we get upset, we get beat up by life. His mercy's still there. His love is still there. There's another chapter that very similar to this that says his love endures forever. He loves us. He wants to take care of us. He wants to give us things. He wants us to have his mercy. Brother Jim, if you could get us a song, maybe you just need to be reminded, hey, he gives us the mercy. Maybe you need some mercy. Maybe you just want to talk to the one whose mercy endures forever. He likes that. If you need to pray,